I'm welcome to the vault. This is another, I guess, an installment of Yoni's and Compatibility. Just real small run through using. I was about to say propaganda. You could call it propaganda, man. You can use the news. They're making a spectacle out of the Cardi B, Offset, all of that, right? So just run it through it. There are 27 nakshatras in the Mazarov. Each one corresponds with a yoni or animal symbol. This yoni reflects one's instinctual nature, sexual nature, and energy expressed. So in traditional matchmaking, the yoni's compatibility is used to gauge innate sexual or emotional rapport between two individuals. That's found through where the moon sign is and what one's birth star is. You dig what I'm saying? Moon, it represents intimacy, how we bond, how we connect, and what we share with one another. If y'all moons is not favorable and your stars is not favorable, you might have struggle conveying intimacy. You may struggle conveying attraction and love to your partner. You dig what I'm saying? Ideally, it just don't make sense when you look at it like that. Like, so this is the chart, right? It show all the scores. So Cardi B is Elephant Yawning here. Then you just go down, you find. So I think Stephon D Serpent Yawning. That's 3 out of 4. Keep going down to the Lion and 0 out of 4. I believe that's Offset. You feel me? So going through the scores, out of 4 scores, the maximum you can get 4, minimum 0. So 4 out of 4, very high sexual compatibility and long-term romantic interests. Good companions. 3 out of 4, high compatibility, strong romantic potential. Right? The more you get away from the 4s, you kind of just start finding differences and stuff like that. In some instances, you can have a 4 out of 4, but y'all star lords don't get along. You understand what I'm saying? So it's really a real world. It's not just based on the scores, so much more, right? But generally, you can use this. 2 out of 4, good mutual attraction and compatible sexual energies. 1 out of 4, limited sexual interest or low compatibility. Right? 0 out of 4 is indicators of sexual dissonance or repulsion. Like y'all might end up hating each other. 1 out of 4, 0 out of 4, y'all could easily end up hating each other. The fallout could be very, very bad. Usually 1 out of 4, there's some attraction and it's probably just mainly physical. You'd be best to just kind of do that as a fling and move on. Or don't do it at all. It's 1 out of 4. That's a failing grade. Right? So case study. It's not really a case study. It's just we're just looking into that jump. So this Cardi B chart, right? Another example to put into this report, these Cardi B Offset split. The news machine has made it a spectacle. So rather than project and point fingers and have our nose in other people's businesses, like projecting what we would do or da 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 and all that, let's just discuss how the moon sign plays a significant factor in relationships. Right. Okay, so Cardi B has Moon and Ravati, Moon and Pisces. Ravati's Yoni is the elephant. So as per findyourfate.com, hold on, I'm going slow. Set my little frame. Notifications. So, alright. So, Elephant Yoni, the native is said to be very chaste with occasional but strong sexual performance. Generally considers sex as a moral duty or for procreation. Sexual pleasure is secondary consideration for this type of personality. It takes a longer time for preparation and for penetration, but when on the job, the yoni enthralls the male for a long time. Body elements of earth and air. So earth and air, vata, earth, kind of kapha. But earth and air needs a lot of coaxing, not coaxing, but like motivation and The build up, the anticipation, and playing and stuff like that. And then the air sometimes creates love sickness. So it's like you play around with things like flattery and gift giving, long hugs, or sensual tight kind of hugs. You understand? Yoni features soft opening, wide passage, and deep bass. The elephant yoni is thought to have the deepest yoni, yeah, for the women. So a person who has Ravati or Bharani has this yoni. A person born in this class is honored by authority, powerful, essentialist, and an enthusiast. So excerpt from Dershio Lucice's Sex and the Stars. Reason that the elephant yoni tend to experience the greatest amount of sexual dissatisfaction and frustration, often leading to a grumpiness on the part of the women. It is the most difficult to satisfy sexually and often require many elaborate practices and techniques, from BDSM to other such erotic practices that are less about direct penetration, but more so overall physical as well as psychological stimulation. They often report the least amount of satisfaction with their partners, but they themselves try to offer their partners great sexual satisfaction. Overall, the most erotic yoni type in terms of what is employed sexually. Alright. His next chart, this offset. I ain't really get into the Venus signs. Venus is really just how you appreciate things, your level of potency. It could show what you're attracted to, but right. So I mean it does, but the moon sign gonna show like what you really trying to interact and be close to. So his moon is in early degrees of Pisces or Aquarius. You feel me? But we just suspect Purva Bhadrapada. So the yoni animal for Purva Bhadrapada is the lion. And remember, the elephant and the lion is a 0 out of 4 yoni score. So there is some sexual dissonance. It's like I don't understand why you need to do that? Why you gotta do that? Why you not up for or whatever it might be, right? So this is a lot. Will have tawny eyes, thin waist, be fearful in appearance, and will eat anything. A person born in this class is religious, virtuous, practical, full of qualities, and the best person in her family. The eyes are very attractive. Your perfect marriage partner will be a perfect person born with lion yoni themselves. One with tiger yoni could be suitable, but not so ideal. An elephant yoni would be an intense enemy to you, and that's where they are right now. And other yoni types are neutral. So lion is neutral, monkey, mongoose, snake, unfriendly with rat, sheep, and tiger. So, and then the description from AAPS is Ravati is your worst sexual partner that go both ways, but with good overall compatibility. You can establish a satisfactory relationship with them because you believe in dividing responsibilities. Related are in charge of the relationship and you bow to their demands there. Ravati knows how to use charm on you. Sexually, you compromise. 0 out of 4 not favorable. Sexual dissonance and repulsion. What can I say about the lion that relates to what's going on? He's asking for spousal support. Purva Bhadrapada is the male lion, whereas the Nista is the female lion. So asking for spousal support is innately part of the nature. It's like I'm the lion. I still need what I need from you though. Like, you know what I'm saying? They try to run it like a mob. You gotta pay tribute and all of that, I guess. But Pisces women just naturally not really going for that. You understand what I'm saying? Like in a way they will give you kind of like real material things, but it's a lot. She just like those Pisces women just like, what you mean do what? And they'll laugh and play around like, nah, go ahead. So yeah. And then the other person in the news, Stefan Diggs, had to look it up. Mona Rohani, Rahini's Yoni is the serpent. Uh, this Yoni makes a very faithful sex partner, duration of sex, whatever. So we Chris around. Alright, snake will not alright, because they talking about women Yonis. So body elements is fire and air. So once again, air is gonna have a bit of the love sickness and restlessness, and it's gonna be in need of reassurance and stuff. And then the fire is angry, it's kind of fierce. So it's like, not to say turned on by aggression, but maybe it's like, mad about something. Where you at? It likes to eat. Fire combust, so it's like a lot about eating and stuff like that, right? So Diz is a 3 out of 4. High sexual compatibility, strong romantic potential. You feel me? That's about it, my man. I ain't gonna cap. What could I say? Just overall, I'm doing this down just so we all could my moon and my eighth house, y'all. Like moon and I are favorable. So I'm a little spaced out, man. But would I like to my goal? Am I saying my goal? Do that matter? I'm only doing this just so we all could kind of get real life examples of how Yoni compatibility and knowing your moon, knowing your accurate sidereal moon sign and your stars. I like could save you from a lot of the just confusion, bro. Like some people don't even know what they really into, and then they just they think they trying new things, but they not. They keep going into these same patterns of like 1 out of 4s or karmic ass partnerships and relationships, and it's like, how are you attracted to somebody that disgusts you? You understand what I'm saying? You just was taught wrong. That's all it was. You didn't really. I don't. You feel me? Like once you know, you gotta not do that no more. I don't get it myself.